Now, this has been something that I've actually kind of wanted to talk about for quite a while. Well, more specifically, I wanted to talk about this specific character for quite a while. And that person is, or that monster is Phoenix Man. Now, I have never actually made a dedicated video to Phoenix Man ever on this channel. So I just thought, like, who would be a good matchup against Phoenix Man? I was just thinking, like, what would be a genuinely interesting match to just watch? And I was like, who are than Platinum S? Like, Platinum S is a pretty strong monster, destroyed or kind of mid-diffed by Garo in the recent chapters. But even then, I still feel like Platinum S is still up there in terms of just how strong a monster is currently in the One Punch Man series. And of course, like, we're slowly starting to increase in, like, the overall power level of, like, all the characters, but I still feel like Platinum S is up there in terms of strength and speed, especially emphasis on speed. But of course, before we get into the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, because from one look at my channel, I post quite a lot of One Punch Man content. So if you like One Punch Man, then this channel is definitely for you. But apart from that, let's just get into the video, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, well, in this versus battle, because this is pretty interesting. Now, first of all, let's just establish just what these guys are. Well, Phoenix Man is, well, he's claimed to be a dragon level threat, but I personally feel like Phoenix Man does have the potential to be an above dragon, maybe like a low above dragon. So I'm talking maybe 5%, 10%, maybe even 15%, because some of the hacks Phoenix Man has is pretty broken. I feel like Phoenix Man is probably one of the most broken characters in the series in terms of just how versatile and just how crazy his hacks are. Now, onto Platinum S. I feel like Platinum S, in terms of, well, Platinum S's main thing is his speed, and I feel like Platinum S is definitely one of the fastest in the series, easily, probably like top 3, maybe top 4 fastest in the series. He's already been like confirmed to be faster than Flashy Flash, and Flashy Flash was like top 3 before we met Platinum S. So I'm pretty sure Platinum S is probably like third fastest in the series currently, off the top of my head. Anyone in the comments can correct me, because off the top of my head, it's current Garo, Boros, obviously excluding Saitama. Platinum S would then be third, if I'm not mistaken. Now, of course, you guys know how these versus battles go. I list out some of their feats, some abilities, and then we finally, kind of do a scenario where they're in a fight, and we kind of come to a conclusion on who would have the upper hand. And let's just start off with Phoenix Man. And Phoenix Man has quite a few abilities we need to go through, but I'll try to dumb it down so this video isn't like 20 hours long, because he has a lot of damn abilities. Now, starting off with his resurrection, and Phoenix Man, of course, possesses a similar ability to Garo to be able to resurrect himself after a near-death experience, as long as his body and costume remains intact. Now, of course, in this fight, if Platinum S was to dispose of his body and completely, decimate it, then of course, Phoenix Man can't come back to life. But if Platinum S like maybe punctures a hole in his chest and just leaves him to die, then we are expecting Phoenix Man to come back, but even stronger. But of course, you guys know that we're using resurrected Phoenix Man. I'm pretty sure that's the strongest form of Phoenix Man, in the series. But of course, we also have, like, he has crazy, like, speed, of course. Obviously, I don't think he's faster than Platinum S, but his speed is pretty impressive regardless. He also has great strength. His durability is pretty good as well. When he was facing against Child Emperor, he was taking a few hits from, Child's Emperor big suit. I'm pretty sure it's called like something giant, Iron Giant. I'm pretty sure, I'm not too sure. Correct me in the comments. But yeah, when he was facing off against Child Emperor, he did have, he did show some durability feats. And of course, him coming back from the dead is, of course, another feat that is pretty impressive. And of course, he also have fire. He can manipulate fire. He can manipulate, ice. He can manipulate energy, even light. And he also has his own Phoenix space. And it says, after his resurrection, Phoenix Man is capable of entering another dimension inside his costume, where he can mentally communicate with other costume-wearing persons. The dimension, which he dubbed the Phoenix Space, is a strong reflection of his own psyche. So this is kind of like his own pocket dimension, which is also pretty impressive. And of course, he has all sorts of things, like he can manipulate monster cells. He has immense, flying and reflexes and all that good stuff. Phoenix Man is definitely very impressive. Now, of course, moving on to Platinum S. Now, Platinum S already has shown some of the fastest feats in the series. You know, he faced off against Current Garo, who is like top 2 fastest in the series. He also, you know, fought off against Flashy Flash, who was supposedly like, you know, fastest in the series before we got introduced to all these new guys. And of course, we see that Platinum S has shown off a few abilities. Well, currently he's shown off like platinum rings. He also has the ability where he, you know, that move where he says, let me pass through for a sec. You know, he has many moves that are pretty impressive. Not many named moves, but he, you know, he can strike really fast. You know, he was exchanging blows of Garo, which was also pretty impressive, because right now, you know, the form of Garo he was facing against was solid, like maybe a mid above dragon, so maybe like 30-40% above dragon. So, you know, that form of Garo was pretty strong as well. And the fact that Platinum S could face off against him is, again, a very impressive feat. Now, Platinum S already defeated characters like, you know, he beat the S-Class heroes in like a few attacks. And fair enough, the S-Class heroes, well, some of the S-Class heroes were, you know, they were pretty injured, but I feel like they still had enough energy to at least defend themselves. So Flashy Flash was able to do that in less than an instant. You know, Platinum S also beats Flashy Flash. He was the one to, you know, deal the finishing blow to Flashy Flash. And that is also a pretty impressive feat, because Flashy Flash is considered like, you know, maybe a high dragon, or maybe a low above dragon, like maybe 2%, 5% maybe, but he's just about getting into that low above dragon territory, or he's either like the top of high dragon, similar to kind of like Golden S a little bit. But anyway, moving on, Platinum S has also shown many other things, such as, you know, being able to, I guess, you know, people were establishing that he was strong. Like, for example, Atomic Samurai did state that his aura was it was immense and crazy. Like, it even struck fear into Atomic Samurai, who already had a buff with the Sunblade. So of course that was pretty impressive as well. So you've got to give it to Platinum S. He is, you know, he's a pretty impressive monster, despite, you know, being underwhelming in my opinion. But if I was to say they were in a fight with each other, I would say Phoenix Man would obviously, you know, Phoenix Man would obviously recognize that Platinum S is pretty strong, and Platinum S would also do so as well. And I feel like when they clash with each other, Platinum S would obviously have the upper hand in terms of speed, but when it comes to actually projectile abilities, I feel like Phoenix Man definitely has the upper hand here, because Phoenix Man can manipulate fire, so maybe Phoenix Man might not even let Platinum S get close to him. But I feel like Platinum S's speed might just overwhelm Phoenix Man. And of course, Phoenix Man can use, you know, his resurrection, where he comes back from, I guess, not the dead, but where he comes back after, you know, having a near-death experience. But I feel like, assuming Platinum S knows this, Platinum S would beat him and, you know, dispose of his body, like completely decimate it and disintegrate it. So maybe Platinum S wins, but I feel like Phoenix Man does have a few more things up his sleeve. But assuming, you know, like Phoenix Man can't actually use these hacks, I feel like maybe Platinum S could overwhelm him, and maybe Platinum S does win. Maybe Platinum S wins like maybe mid to high diff, maybe kind of around that area. But apart from that, that's pretty much all I have for this video, to be honest. I feel like this probably would be not really a close fight, but it would be fairly difficult for Platinum S due to just how many hacks, you know, Phoenix Man has. I don't feel like Phoenix Man excels in terms of just raw power. Don't get me wrong, he is pretty strong, but I feel like his, you know, his hacks is mainly what makes him just that much more just deadly. But apart from that, that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you liked the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And apart from that, I will see you in my next video.